First it goes down, now it's heading steeply back up. We have a V correction, and this is really a total circus that's going on with Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin itself doesn't really know where it wants to go right now, but I know where Bitcoin wants to go. And if you don't want to miss that, then you should definitely watch this video from start to finish. I'd say we waste no time and jump right into it. And with that, hello, and a warm welcome to a new video here on my channel. It's me, Max. Today, I'm giving you a very, very important market update because we've received a bullish signal for Bitcoin and it's called the V correction. But before we jump into the update, friends, please go right below the video and give it a thumbs up. That would really support me a ton, and then scroll down a bit and just write in the comments, algo push or thanks Max. That would really help me out a lot because it really influences the algorithm here very strongly, and then this video gets promoted. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Yes, first of all, of course, the market doesn't really know what's going on right now. You have to be very, very good now to understand the situation. What I did yesterday, I opened a new long trade together with you in the live stream yesterday. This was at times $800 in drawdown. I believed in my trade. By now, the trade is slowly moving into profit. So I'll put it this way, whoever shorted anything here, great. Yeah, with long-term shorts that are supposed to go below the last low, I think they're probably way off. We have the classic scenario of the V correction here now. Yes, that means you have to briefly understand the V correction. The market tries to go down very, very strongly, does go down very strongly, but is immediately bought up again. And that's naturally a sign that in this entire area, the buyers, meaning the bulls, are clearly stronger than the sellers, and so that's definitely bullish. On the whole, though, this doesn't mean yet that we can break out further to the upside. It'll probably mean that we'll go down again despite everything and likely move sideways for a bit first. I've also drawn it here how the consolidation phase will look. We're reacting absolutely perfectly at the resistance here again, and you can simply say that if we break this resistance, and you can easily draw it, yeah, by connecting these three highs we currently have. And so accordingly, you can just clearly say that as soon as this whole thing is broken through, then it looks really great and very, very bullish, you have to say. And then it'll very likely go back up to the $76,000 mark as soon as possible. Yeah, and that would already be super bullish for us, provided that actually happens. Do I think we'll break out today? No, personally, I don't think so. Personally, I believe we'll transition into a sideways consolidation phase here for a day or two. That's what I believe, and that will probably break out tomorrow on Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow morning. But that will naturally show itself throughout the day today. I'd say if we break out tomorrow, that would be healthiest for the chart for the market here. I also have to add that it wouldn't necessarily be perfect if we broke out to the upside right now, because that could result in a fake out, which wouldn't be, well, how should I put it? It wouldn't be the end of the world, but it definitely wouldn't be super good. Because here we have the consolidation phase, and the market always moves in two distinct phases. Phase number one is the movement phase. Phase number two is the consolidation, the sideways phase. And after that, there's always a very, very strong move. This means that the market essentially only runs in movement and consolidation phases. So here we had the movement, and right here we're currently seeing the consolidation. You don't necessarily have to count a few small outliers like these. Yes, but that means we always have movement and consolidation, and the market will naturally break out strongly from this consolidation. Personally, I assume that when we break out of this consolidation, we'll go up to $74,000, because up there we have a still open CME gap. I need to adjust the chart here again. In any case, we still have this CME gap up here, which is accordingly open. Yes, we opened that back on Wednesday of last week, so exactly 1 week ago today. And I personally would very strongly assume that we're going to break through that. Seeing it here in terms of CME gaps, I can also imagine the market actually breaking out right now, because often previous CME gaps, for example, a CME gap opened here, and I don't even remember exactly where the CME gap comes from, but it's definitely the CME resistance we had here, and it really serves as a very strong and constant resistance. And you really have to say clearly that CME gaps that have been opened and closed continue to function as resistance. But if we break through there once, yes, that would definitely be a super bullish sign that will then also go up to $74,000. And that will probably happen again, just to give you a heads up. It will also likely happen in such strong movements again, maybe not in 5-minute candles, but if these turn out to be 4-hour candles, then it's definitely realistic that we'll see stronger upward momentum. What we've seen here is, of course, the exception, seeing a 2-minute candle that shoots up like that. That's not the norm, of course, but I assume that once we break out to the upside, the movements will come relatively quickly. So to correct myself, yes, it's possible that we'll break out to the upside right now. But in terms of chart formation, it would also be better if we went down once and only then broke out to the upside. In doing so, we would form, well, you know it, the inverted head and shoulders pattern. A lot of traders would also trade along with that. That would, of course, bring in even more momentum then. But overall, in terms of market dynamics, I don't really care about the pattern. I'd much prefer it for the market dynamics. And of course, the market could also be rejected again here, as it looks right now, and only go up on the second attempt, and then we'll have exactly what we want, right? And on a larger scale, let's put the whole thing into context. It's going to continue upwards. That's my prediction. This is the forecast here on the 12-hour chart. Yeah, overall, it's continuing to move upwards. What's also important there is, of course, the EMA. Yeah, it's possible we'll get stuck at the EMA and won't even make it that far up. Yeah, that means we could also adjust the forecast high downwards a bit here. But let's put it this way. $80,000, $79,000, $78,000 would definitely be very interesting as a local high for now. Personally, I think in the broader context, the way things are developing here looks very clean. So from my perspective, it's all systems go for long positions. I'm still long. Of course, also there, please, friends, I say it in every market update now, please note that the main forecast isn't long, but the main forecast is that the market will go short as of right now. That means up here, I'll start building up very large short positions to be able to beautifully catch the move down here as well. So current status, the trades are naturally going very well. Who would have expected anything else, of course? And yeah, exactly. Positions are doing well. Everything's fine, except for the Bitcoin trade, of course, which isn't hedged yet, but Ethereum is hedged instead. So I believe if we get the next push upwards now, the Bitcoin trade will also be hedged. If we get another pullback downwards, I'll definitely increase my Bitcoin position. It's already $35,000 in size now. That means if the market comes down here again, what will I do? Clearly, I'll increase my position and scalp the whole thing. Yesterday, we also did 2 great scalp trades live on the stream. So if you don't want to miss that, I'll be live again today at 2 p.m. just like every day at 2 p.m. scalping live. Also, friends, with the first link in the video description, you'll get a currently insane deposit bonus on the LEVEX crypto exchange of up to $5,000. Plus, you'll get my exclusive trading signals. So you definitely shouldn't miss that with the first link in the video description. Just sign up for free. On that note, friends, I'd say everything has been said. I don't want to keep you in suspense any longer. Bitcoin definitely looks good. Please get ready for a small pullback and then possibly the push upwards. On that note, friends, give it a thumbs up. See you. Until then, bye.